Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. I'm going to just take it off to make sure we're getting something. Um, I was trying to figure out something about the game, about live streaming, and I realized that Zoom controls it. Whereas for a while I thought YouTube controlled it, and YouTube was putting me into portrait mode. So I think I've got it figured out, and I can see what I see, and this is a little bit better than my um, computer. So the lighting is better. I think we're pretty good here. So I'm going to go with live streaming my Allied turn, the big Allied turn. I did Russia last night. Let me just review what I did with Russia because it wasn't great. The video quality was less, although, like I said, I'm live streaming now. I did move a Russian cruiser over from 112 through the Denmark Strait in the first turn to 112, then over here to 109, being protected by some fighter planes. And then I have two subs up in 125. Um, you know what? I'm going to actually move one of these fighters down here to 105 since we'll shadow our German enemies. So then there are about 31 units up here, and there are a bunch of Ukraine. Hey, how you doing?
Have this.
Live streaming right now.
I have this.
You'd have to talk to your mom. And one into Northwest Persia, Makhir and Volgograd, 8 infantry in Russia, and then we are sort of doing a twin pillars of Hercules right now. And we withdrew to Sakha for last turn. So that's the setup. This is if there's any huge pressure in the med, I'm going to respond to that pressure, obviously, this turn. The battle for the North Atlantic is still going on, but less, more of the sub warfare. And I've got two destroyers on the board and a bunch of subs to try to deal with that. But the med is the big battle. I think he's doing a much bigger med push, and I'm doing a much bigger defense of Russia while we press in on the Magnificent Seven. So here we go, and we had $52 to spend. We already rolled the dice, and unfortunately, they came up short. 3 dice. $53 is going to get us an aircraft carrier and a fighter, and 4 subs. So that would be 16, 26. And then 4 times 6 is 24, which I believe is 4 times 6 is 24, and 26 is 50. So that leaves us with $3, and I think we'll save the $3. At this point in time, I always think, can I upgrade to a destroyer? Would that be worth it? How many destroyers do I have? I've got 3 destroyers on the board. I could use a destroyer, so I will go with a destroyer. And always use blocking destroyers, particularly in the Med C stuff. Very complicated. And then I've got $1 left over. Could I upgrade to a tactical bomber? That would not be bad. I will upgrade to a tactical bomber. Let the money make my decisions. I don't exactly know how to. Got a phone call coming in. I should answer, but let me go get my wife. I want to answer it. So I've got to take a little bit of a break while I go answer that real quick. Sherry? Hey, I'm live streaming right now. What's up? No, it's when second December. Love you. Okay, sorry for that. Had to take care of that. Diver carrier going to the Atlantic. 3 subs and a destroyer going to the Pacific. Okay. Do not have a fighter on this side. Okay, let's that'll still be fine. Okay, so we cannot go to 91 because if you notice, his bombers can actually reach 91, and both sets of bombers can reach 91, as well as these subs right here are going on to 91. So that's hugely effective for him at choking off 91 for the moment. I want to be patient. I feel like I'm in a good position. And yep, he's going to get the med, and he's going to get the med bonus this turn. But I think that we can change that math and make it better. I'm just looking around one more time. Okay, so I'm gonna. I don't think there's any combats over here. I can't do anything. I can't reach up here. Got a sub right here. I do have a plane here. This is on an airbase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's interesting. I would love to pick. Oh, I love to take out destroyers. Destroyers are amazing. But I do have 1, 2. I got 2 carriers there. They'll be filled up. So this is free. I might take the shot. He does have super subs. Now this is complicated. Let me just explain this one more time. So he can build in Season 6. So the planes here would go 1, 2, 3, and then 4 to 7 right here. So these 4 carriers can actually send these out and then catch them, whereas these cannot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if he got long range aircraft, then 7 is much more. But even still, even if we're talking about long range aircraft, even if we're talking about still and yet, the attention is towards Season 7. And the subs are going to be put down in order to punish anything that goes into Season 7. So I'm going to try that. Now this destroyer is going up here. Then obviously all the ships, all the planes, I'm sorry, will attack that. Got to figure out what I'm doing with my bomber. Bomber goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the bomber 1, 1. There's no shortcuts this way. 1. Let me just show you the math here. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Doesn't look like it. Sometimes there's ways through the oceans. 42 is a super highway, obviously. Sometimes going north. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, that's actually the same to go all the way north. Pretty funny about that. He can scramble into the season. So, and the transports. Transports. And I'm suggesting I take all this in the non-com. 3 carriers. He's got 4, but on mine defend his do not. Sub there. Destroyer there. Battleship there. 2 cruisers. 6 planes. Just want to see about the Guam fighter. If I left one on Midway, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let me just check real quick what I looked like a minute ago. This is rather handy. I started with a plane on Midway. The plane on Midway can actually stay on Midway, and this plane from Guam could go 1, 2, 3, and then land up here. And that would give me one more in the counterattack. This Midway fighter could go to Soviet Far East. I think I'll do that. Okay, that looks pretty good. White dice. This is all non-com, obviously. Haven't figured out what I'm doing with the bomber or the bomber is going to Amur or Siberia. No transports in this area, by the way. This is a kill the Japanese Navy, not necessarily a kill Japan. Oh, it's in the sub. Will attack into 16. And the destroyer will go around. All right, so that's it for attacks. The bomber, I can't see anything the bomber can do. So let me try to finish up that. I'll be right back.
You still on?
Okay, so we're back, and let's see what happens here. Gotta get some batteries on my phone. Okay, so yeah, that's the attack. No other attacks. Obviously, I'm going to kill that destroyer. Let's see. Okay, let's see what we do. It's funny that currently speaking, really the attacking is not as important. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That obviously could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, could go. So that's 6 fighters. It should be 5 blues. 5 blues probably do it. This is just the fighters. Okay, dead. Okay, and I could have fired him. Sorry about that. That was dumb. He misses. Okay. Destroyer's gone. Thank you for contributing to. All right, so all these fighters go to here. Okay, and that will leave actually an additional. So I've got 6 fighters in there. So I've got all that defending there, but then also I've got the fighter from Guam flies up 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 to Siberia. That's where the Russians are going. And I'm going to fly the bomber there too. So we'll have a fighter and a bomber in that area. Plus, we've got the 3 subs coming in from the West Coast that can hit season 7. I still haven't figured out what to do. The transports are going to go back to 10. I can't see sending them with, it's just too big of a risk. I am looking for an exchange. I'm looking to zero out this and having my reserves overpower him. So it seems unreasonable to, what? Hold on. See if I can mute this. Okay, and I will put this destroyer over here. That's probably the way that's going to end up, except for the sub. I'm going to bring the sub up to, now he's got 1 destroyer here, and that's it, and 1 destroyer here. So I want to put them where I draw the sub, the destroyer, into an area where I can kill him. Because we are playing destroyer wars. So, but I don't want him to kill me without effect. So that, I think this is going to stay put. He can take over these, and I could poison pill them. I am probably buying subs with these with the Anzac. $16. I think I hold off. I think I hold off for a minute. This stays put. So this is good. Okay. So then over here, let's just go over to the East Coast. Oh, shucks. Good. Okay, this is going to be interrupted for just a minute. This got to get a better tripod. Okay. So over here, I just wanted to grab Brazil. Right here. I'll grab him with a tank, and that'll activate 3 infantry. That would be America. And I will actually bring an infantry with me. So that'll be 4 infantry. Okay. And I will send 2 infantry to the west, 1 infantry to the West Coast, and 1 more truck. So that would become a chip. And this would become a truck. Okay, so not optimal situation, but pretty good. Pretty good, not terrible. Okay, so I believe that stuff stays there, and then the carrier and the diver go on board the aircraft carrier. I am in a right now we're in a mode where we keep a space open on the carrier deck. So we want always to have room. I think this looks good. I'm going to do a recap. It's and this would become $2 more, which would be bringing me up $2. Nobody goes down. back up to $52. Okay. And so this is a tank and 4 infantry in Brazil. In 86, there's a transport, aircraft carrier, diver, cruiser, destroyer, infantry, artillery, 2 anti-aircraft, and 2 trucks there. And then over here, there's a sub. I'll be sleeping. And then in 57, up here, there's 2 infantry, artillery, and infantry in Hawaii. Two transports, a destroyer, 3 subs, and 10, 2 trucks, 2 infantry, 2 anti-aircraft in West Coast. In Siberia, there's a fighter and a bomber, and there are 3 aircraft carriers, 1 battleship, 2 cruisers, 2 destroyers, 1 sub that I mentioned, 5 fighters, and 1 diver. I'm going to keep the sub out of that, I think, as a non-combat. No, I'll leave it. Yes, I will. No, I'm going to keep it. Keep that like that. I've got a nice. Okay, so that is the American turn. And as far as money goes, they're at war now. So they get the 52. Oh, they're at 52, by the way. And the money would be 52 plus 20. Oh, and I spent everything. 52 plus 20, 72. And that has 3 dice. So it'll have 4 next turn. And 16 has a destroyer and a sub, by the way. So I've got a nice reserve of 3 subs, a destroyer, 4 subs, 2 destroyers, diver, and a fighter if he attacks. You know, I got to say, I am. Yeah, yep, that's what I want to do. Okay, so then let's go to the Chinese. Okay, the Chinese have $15. That's 5 infantry. What are they going to do? Turns out not much. Well, actually, no. It turns out I will do a lot. I'm moving into Yunnan for sure with the whole kit and caboodle, which is 6 and 4. And nope, it's 7 and 4. It's 11 infantry, 1 fighter, and that's it. Okay, and let's do the roll there. 11 infantry. Okay, let's do 5 black dice. Nope. And 5 more, 6 more, and a blue. No hits. Okay, let's make sure. 7, 8, 8 and 3 is 11. Okay, and there we go. Misses. Okay, and he gets a green dice. Misses. I'll do them all together. I got a hit. He got a hit. All right. Yunnan is mine, as is the bonus. Okay. Yunnan is mine. Okay, so he moves in. The fighter will land in Burma. The Shanxi guys will go to Szechuan. I will put 5 guys into Hunan. And I might not. I might put them. I don't want to lose Szechuan because Szechuan. Nope. Nope. Right here. This is correct. This is correct. Okay. So the recap. Well, so the money situation would be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're gonna move 7 on the chart. 30. That should be 35. That should be 28 plus 2 minus 1. 28 plus 2 minus 1, 29. Okay, so then so it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 6, $13. $13 for China. 13, that's 12. Okay. Okay. $12. China's done. Recap: 2 infantry in Szechuan, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16 infantry in Yunnan. All right, let's move on. Okay, so we have been debating this. I believe we have come to the conclusion that we need to withdraw from the Med. I don't like to do that, but I think it's probably necessary. Let's see what we have over here. We have 22, and we are going to get all mechs except for 1 tank, I think. So that would be 4 mechs, 5 mechs. 5 times 4 is 20. 4 times 4 is 16. Plus 6 is 22. So 4 mechs and 1 tank. 4 mechs and 1 tank. Extreme aggression in the Pacific. Extreme aggression. See if it works. Who knows? Okay, over here, pretty obviously, we are safe, but the Med is not safe. My boats are not safe, so I got to get those out. He was able to take out cruiser, and destroyer, but he lost two airplanes, and he also lost airplanes in the initial campaign. So, so I feel like I need to build up perhaps more airplanes. So I probably will build a carrier, but it's going to go into 81 so it can pop in to the Med. He does have 3 destroyers, 3 transports. That's 6 units, 7, 8, 9. He's got 9 units that could reach Egypt. Hold on just a sec. I'm needed. Okay, we're back. So, okay, I will buy aircraft carrier, and then that's $35. We will not be getting the bonus, so we're looking at 29. So it would be nice to take money to get it up to 30. I can grab Ethiopia with a mech and a tank. Too bad that didn't take away a bonus, right? Oh, I was thinking about blitzing Iraq or taking over Iraq. Probably a good idea. I just have to do a count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it's not as many as you think it is. So we have aircraft carrier 16. And then I've got two fighter diver that can go on it. Gibraltar is empty at the moment. I think that's where he's headed. Cruiser 16, 26, 28. That would be 36. So we keep this. Okay. Do I need a destroyer? I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's fill up the area. 2 more infantry, I think. We do have an anti-aircraft. No, we do not. We do have a transport. No, we do not. Okay, I need an anti-aircraft. No, I do not need one right now. We're worried about right now. Okay. I hesitate to buy infantry there. I usually try to buy mech because they go faster in this area. So let's see what that looks like. 16 and 8 is 24, leaving me with $11. Could buy a fighter, obviously. I'm not too worried about the North Sea. I could buy a sub up there. Okay, I will. Let's go with 2 infantry. And we'll do a raid on Iraq. So 2 infantry, that's 6 plus the 16. It's 22. Leaves me with 22, $13. I will buy a sub for the North Atlantic. Okay, and actually, I think I might buy 2 subs. That'll put my fleet, my entire fleet, Allied fleet up there at aircraft carrier, diver, and a fighter on board, British fighter on board, 2 destroyers, a cruiser, 2 cruisers, 1 Russian, 1 American, and then some subs. 1, 2, 3, 3 subs versus his, 4 subs versus his 3 subs. So I will pull into the lead in the North Atlantic. In the Med, I'm still behind, but it's going to take me a while to get back to parity with him. As long as he doesn't capture Egypt, I've got to be happy with this because I've got to build up that force. It's going to take me a while. Remember, this investment always costs something. There's trade-offs. It costs pressure up there, or it costs pressure here. So he's overinvested. I've overinvested, right? I've overinvested in the Pacific. There's a trade-off. Trade-offs over here in 91 not being safe right now. That's the trade-off. And I'm going to be okay with that. And it's going to cost me $5 probably this term, probably next, as we try to get back to Med. And this aircraft carrier might go over there. So all right, I think this is as good as I get. I will do a raid. This is I think that's the right thing to do. Yeah, not sure if it's the right thing to do, but I think it is. Oh, I can protect Gibraltar with those over there. Do a suicide transport. Probably a better idea than losing it, although he's got 3. All right, let's see if this works. Let's lose the aircraft carrier. Doggone it. And we will get another infantry for Egypt. And actually, I'm going to get a plane for Egypt. Okay, what's this look like? 12, 22. Pull out another one. Put another plane. It's just got to suffer. Mad's got to suffer. 20, 32, 35. Mad's going to suffer. That's all there is to it. Trade-offs. Thomas Sowell. Trade-offs. $35, 12, 22, 32, 35. Yep. Trade-offs. All right. We're going to withdraw the Alexandria. Well, no, first we're going to send all the planes to Iraq. And then the key here is to try and only send in enough that the British guy. So I will send 2 in. Okay. This will go to a 1 ship. And then I'll ship this guy out over here. And that'll provide for the ship. Okay. All right. And that would be I could attack this if I built the aircraft carrier. But it's 3 against 4, so it's not good. I don't like 50% battles. All right. Did I shortchange myself there? I don't think I did. All right. So let me do the combat on this. 3 blues. A red. 2 blacks. And then he gets 3 greens. Okay, here's all the dice. Okay, he misses completely. I get a hit here and a hit here. That's it. Okay, his 2 dice come off and we do it again. Oh, wait, no. Oh, well. I think I have to take it out. I can't trust these 2 would hit. Yep, this is all mine. Okay, good. No hits. And we take this over. It's British. Okay. Not a bad thing. I was trying to raid for the but it didn't work. Okay, so then I don't think we're doing anything else. So let's keep going. Okay, over here. Okay, so over here, I will attack this destroyer with these. And I've got to figure out what I'm doing with these ships because I'm trying to block him from going somewhere, but I don't think I can. He's got a bunch of transports. Don't think he has 5. 4. I think he's got 4. Okay, and I'll kill this destroyer. We'll walk into Siam. All right. So I moved into Siam, took that over, and that's $1. And the other infantry will go to Malaya. And then I think that's it. Let's do this battle right here. That's two blues, a green, and a red. All right. The red and the blue hits. Blues are 3s, reds are 4s. Destroyer's dead. Love killing those Japanese destroyers. They fly back to Malaya. Okay, so don't think I can block anybody. So this goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm blocking here, and I can block here. But he can still go 1, 2, 3. One of the efforts here is to also occupy his Navy Air Force, because if you have one destroyer, that occupies about 3 planes, about 3 units. One unit is going to want to be killed by 3 units. So I think I will still do it, even though I can't really block. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. No, I'm not going to do that. All right, I need this cruiser over here. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go over here. That'll allow me to have a little more. And then this this destroyer will be here. I think that's the way it's going to go. Yes. Yes, right there. And then these 2 are going to be picked up. Not some abandoning that. Huh? And drop back into Egypt, which means the aircraft carrier's got to stay. The destroyer's got to stay too. 2 of the airplanes have to land on the carrier in 81. Okay. Fighter and diver go back to Egypt. Okay, this looks good. This is going to move up to Belgian Congo. And I think I can send the tank and the mech down through to Belgian Congo. Not particularly happy with that. So I will go take those back up to Egypt. I'm just going to put these, I'm going to leave these in our Rhodesia. Okay, let's do some more stuff that's secure. These 5 are going up here with 2 anti-aircraft. And these 4 are gonna they're gonna go to Yunnan too. Yep, they're gonna go to Yunnan too. Yes. Okay. So this is, like I said, this is looking fantastic. And I could even send the planes to Yunnan, but I want Malaya to stay secure. So I'm actually going to put these 5. You know, I'm going to do a little bit of a reactionary force. I'm going to do a reserve force. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put these planes into Shan State so they could either do a retake on Malaya or a retake on Yunnan. I think that's smart. I want Yunnan and I want Malaya. Okay, this feels good to me. Okay. And then up here, bomber. Bomber's got to go somewhere. These two are going to come across and they're going to land in Gibraltar. I will not send the destroyer. I will send the 2 fighters down here. Just making sure. That looks pretty good up there. All right. The bomber can go down to Gibraltar. No, the bomber's not going to go down to Gibraltar. Okay, let's do a count here. Oh, Alexandria goes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus the 2 over here, plus these 2, that's 14. Gibraltar has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do have a retake force with Gibraltar if he decides to go that way. Plus, I've got a strong navy, even though it's a composite navy. And then I'm tempted to take the aircraft carrier here, but I can't throw away an aircraft carrier at this point in time. Do I let Gibraltar go? He's really strong in the med, and I'm going to send everything back, actually. I'm going to hold off. Hold off. No, it's just unsafe right now. All right, building. We're building up. Okay, so 2 subs. Yep, I gotta bide my time. 2 subs go here to 109. 2 fighters go to Egypt. I think Egypt is fine right now. I'm much more worried about Great Britain. Not so much the loss of Great Britain as I want power, this power structure over here. No, they have to go to Egypt. Let's play my game here. This fighter goes to, infantry goes to London. Okay, and then these 4 mech and 1 tank go to India. And that's 20, 32, 35. Okay, not completely happy, but trade-offs. Egypt is safe, London is safe. Building Navy. Could we split that? Oh, this sub has not been put anywhere. He's got one destroyer. I will bring everything actually over here. Okay, let's do this. Let's bring everything over here to London. Let's bring the destroyer in there, and then we are going to place the two fighters here. But then in the non-com, these two fighters are going to go to Scotland. There you go. That is a lot of power up there. It's concentrated power. It's I can throw away that dive bomber and land two British planes on that carrier, and that's a lot of force to attack with. That's strong. That is a very strong position. This is a very strong position. That is strong. So yes, it's not what I want, but strong. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the recap. Two, and we'll put an infantry up there too, just to make sure he does. No, I'm fine. I don't need one. Okay, I will put one infantry in Scotland. So sort of meshing the non-coms and combats. So one infantry, one artillery, one infantry, one anti-aircraft, and two fighters in Scotland. In London, there are two infantry, four infantry, 5, 6, 7. Oh wait. Oh, I can place another one here then, because yep, the infantry that went to London is going to go to Egypt. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 infantry in London, plus artillery, tank, mech in London, as well as 4 anti-aircraft, 2 fighters and a bomber in London. That's all in London. Let me get a little closer. Whoops, and I can pull out this. Okay, this is in London right now. Bit of a mess, but that's what this is. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if we chip that out, it would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that would be right here. 9, chip, 10, that's 11. Infantry. Okay. And then 1 mech, 1 tank, and 1 artillery. 4 anti-aircraft guns. In 109, there's 2 transports, 2 subs, a destroyer, and a Russian cruiser. Scotland again has 2 fighters, 1 infantry, and 1 anti-aircraft. And there's also 2 fighters and 1 bomber. Okay, that's good. Malta, anti-aircraft infantry, 98. 98. The sub will stay in 98. We'll see if he attacks it. No. The sub will go into 81. 81 has sub, destroyer, transport, aircraft carrier, 2 fighters, and a French destroyer, cruiser in 76, 2 infantry in Rhodesia, mech, tank, fighter, diver. And then if we chip this out, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 infantry, 2 artillery, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so 15 total units in Egypt. And then in Persia, Iraq, I'm sorry, 2 infantry, 4 mech, 1 tank in India, 2 fighters, diver, 4 mech in Shan State. Sumatra has an infantry anti-aircraft. Siam, this should have gone up by 1. This should have gone up by 1, but down by 3. 1, 2, 3. So usually it's 17 minus 3 would be 14, but I'm up by 1. 15 should be a 15, I think. Okay, so 3 infantry. I'm just going to chip that out to a green chip. Three infantry in Malaya, and then infantry anti-aircraft in Sumatra. 5 infantry and 2 anti-aircraft in Yunnan. Cruiser is in 76. All right, that's the British turn and the Chinese turn, and now Schultze is going to do his terrible stuff. He's got some powerful forces on the board. We'll see what the Italians do. Choose Gibraltar, Greece. They could attempt to invade Egypt. They do have some reserves, so it's a good thing. All right, over here we will go to Anzac and the Anzac turn and the ghost. We're going to call this the Fog of War turn, the Fog turn, maybe something like that. England, Russia should be on 35. Messing these things up all over the place. I believe Germany was at 41 or something like that. Okay, so $16. I'm going to buy 2 subs. And we will buy 16, 12. We'll save some money. Oh, I never looked into the bonus, whether or not I got that when not at war. I forgot to. Let me just check that out real quick. Anzac. When at war. When at war, 5 for Malaya. Anzac controls all original islands, and 5 the Allies control Dutch New Guinea. So there it is. So I should try to get a transport so I can grab this. But he does have a stranglehold on the south right now because of his 35 force. So I'm going to stay with war, and I will save. You know, I will buy an infantry just because of that. He could be going for something. Obviously, if I'm so stretched out up here, he may be thinking he can grab down here. So you know what I'm going to do? Actually, I might play this safe. Actually, I'm going to buy 3 infantry. I'm going to buy 2 infantry. I'm going to buy. Let's buy a fighter just to react to what he's doing. A fighter is 10 and 2 infantry. Okay, so that'll provide a stout defense, but some offensive power if he decides to try something sneaky. Okay, so then as far as just in case he's doing that, I think I will fly things back. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's fly these back. And this one, Malaya can't make it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to Northwest Territory. One, two, Yeah, I think we're good. I'm going to leave that one on Malaya. Over here, holding. That's it. These hold, that holds, that moves back there. This can, tell you what, I'll send this up to the Hawaiian Islands, and this one will go forward 54, take away a bombardment if he wants to. I'll draw everything back to southern. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, change my mind again. This fighter's going to go here. This is going to draw back to South Australia. Yes, everything there looks good. 2 infantry go to New South Wales, 1 fighter. And that'll provide a stout defense in case he's thinking of something devious. And as far as money goes, where am I? 10 plus 4. We do get a $5 bonus for this. $14, $19. Spent everything the first time. $19 for Anzac. But Anzac is at $14. And 1 bonus. Okay. Review for Anzac. Destroyer in 26. Infantry in New South Wales. Destroyer in 54. Does not have to be there, does it? Nope. I'm going to put this destroyer in 62. 2 infantry, 1 fighter in New South Wales. 3 infantry, 1 anti-aircraft, 2 fighters, 1 artillery in South Wales, South Australia, and 1 fighter in Western Australia. All right, that's Australia. The fight, as far as the French go, the French would move back to Morocco. They would move forward to French Equatorial. Transjordan would go into Egypt. The destroyer would stay in 81. No, the destroyer can move forward, actually. We'll see if the Germans want it. In case I want to move in there, produce stuff, that'll have to be there ahead of time to be there for the Italian counterattack. So that I will move the French destroyer to 98. Recap would be 1 fighter. Yes, 1 fighter in UK, 2 infantry in UK, 2 infantry in Morocco, 1 infantry in French Equatorial, 1 infantry in Egypt, and 1 destroyer in 98. And then these 18 Russians for turn 3 will move into Siberia. And that would be the Magnificent 7. So this is, let's take it. I'm not sure how much battery I have left. Okay, let me just take a look at the Magnificent 7 real quick and see if you guys are impressed. What you would do if you were the Japanese. Would you be excited if you were the Allies? So if can Japan do it all? That's the question. Can they, invade and successfully invade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 units stacked here, plus 3 more, 15. He's got 8 on the board. So this feels safe to me. I still own these things. They can be lost quickly right now, next turn. But this 4 transports, that's all he has on the board, I believe. He needs to take Yunnan back, right? I mean, that's huge. He is not threatening Calcutta at the moment. Obviously, he could if he went to Malaya. But things can make it back. The planes and the mechs can make it back. And then they can move south to Burma and then springboard from there back. So his ground forces here look weak to me, particularly in light of the Allied force. The money is strong. The money for this, by the way, we never collected the money. 17 minus the 3, that's 14, plus the 1, that's 15, plus $5 bonus is $20 as far as I know. $20. So strong income still, and holding on to Malaya like a I'd love to keep more going. I really can. Nope. Let's stay with that. And then, Russia, I think I'm going to hold him in position. He'll probably go West Russia. Then he moves in Bryansk. And then we'll see what we can do from there. But this has cost him something. His tanks are still stuck in Western Europe. So that's encouraging. Usually by now they should be back in Germany and threatening East Poland. London looks great to me. We have a building fleet. So eventually we'll be overcome them, but right now they are at least a parity, if not maybe they might have an advantage right now if we didn't count the Air Force. But if we count his Air Force, he'd be still in the advantage. But this is the trick. Will he pull the trigger, go in there, and then survive my counterattack with, 4 submarines, 2 destroyers, fighter diver, a fighter and a bomber, and then the Anzac destroyer. So that draws all of his attention north. Meanwhile, we've got destroyers here that could actually, threatens the south. He takes over these money islands, but he's got to lose a transport in order to get it. And then it could be convoyed actually as well. So we'll see. This is the Magnificent Seven. I think all the money is up to date. And the British don't have money. The British should have 28 minus 1. That's 27 plus 2. 27, 28, 29. No bonus. I'm seeing $29. Could have grabbed Ethiopia, didn't do it. $29 is what I see. Okay, I'm going to put this down. That is the big Allied turn. Okay. Oh, shucks. Ready? Okay. This was 2 fighters up here. Oh, this was right here. And then this was 4. Okay, should be good. Should be good. I think we're good. Building. This is turn 3. Lots of tech left on the board. In other words, dice that are still yet to be rolled. Japanese are out of dice right now, but the Americans will have 4. The British will have 3. And the Russians will have 2 this coming turn. So they already have 1. They'll have another one in a minute. So, yeah, good. All right, Crockett out.